On the inside of this view, we're going to take a look at the Visalus review 6 years later from Wayne Toppila, who was a 1-star ambassador inside of Visalus. So as you're paying attention to the video on the screen, inside of a video, as you look at my hand on my forehead, and then you look at my hand as it switches to my finger as it's pointing down towards a website that is found on a really nice BMW that you should pay attention to, the got90days.com, that you could type into your web browser and click at any time. Hello, my name is Brian Kane, and I wasn't originally going to do this video and upload it today because I already uploaded one, but then I saw this Facebook post come up the news feed, and I knew it was a video that you had to watch now. So before we get into the Visalus review 6 years later from Wayne Toppila, as we take a look back 6 years into the past, and then 6 years later into the future, which the future is the present, then now is the time to pay attention as you stare at the BMW with the website on it. Okay, so what we're going to do in this part of the video is I'm going to read Wayne's post with the same picture as you pay attention now, and what I'll do is I'll make this a little bit bigger for you. Alright, if you got some earphones, you can put in some earphones, but now is the time to just listen. Flashback. Got 90 days? Who remembers this car? This was 6 years ago. I remember when I first qualified for the car bonus with this company. Lots of people told me to not get a new car because what if you don't qualify for the bonus each month? My response is, what if I do qualify every month and I don't get the car? If I'm going to be a leader, I have to lead. I went on to get $600 a month for this car for 28 straight months. I also got another $600 a month for my wife's BMW for 20 months. I ended up helping 53 people on my team earn a car bonus after 2.5 years of hard work. I also qualified for this $25,000 bonus that was paid out over a year. I was one of the few that qualified for that bonus just about every single month and ended up getting $23,000 of it. I helped 2 other people in my team hit the 25,000 rank bonus. I only made about $150 my first month, about $300 by month 3, and I think it took me 7 months. It took me 7 months before I even made over $1,000 per month. But I grew that business every single month for 30 straight months. Our team was amazing. No one had experience or prior success. It was incredible. We also did all of this without getting anyone placed on my team from my upline above. All organic and all with a team of people that never had success in MLM. It was amazing. We had an absolute blast. I thought we were set for another 5 years. Then company got some very bad publicity about products, and founders made some huge mistakes, and the entire company went on a downward spiral. Leader after leader was leaving each day. I held on for another year hoping things would take a turn. I wanted to be there forever because the company did so much for me. All that hard work for 3.5 years was gone. Most of my entire team quit. I finally realized it was time to leave. The next 4 years, I tried 4 different companies. I never stayed promoting the business longer than 6 months at any of them. Nothing was working. 2018 was my worst year, my worst entrepreneur career. Worst year of the entrepreneur career. 2018. I could not get many people to join me. In fact, only 5 people joined me in that company, and none of them were able to get people to join. I was burned out on home parties and hotel meetings. I just did not have the time, passion, or energy to build business like that. I was so scared. What was I going to do? 51 years old and having to start over again? Maybe it was time to find a job for the first time in 20 years. Then I saw a friend make a post about a business that can be ran from a phone and computer. I would not need to have home parties or hotel meetings. That got me excited. I always wanted to learn how to build an online business. Yes, I was scared. I was so scared of what people were going to say about me. Launching another business. I was scared of what people would not be educated on CBD oil and might think I was promoting marijuana products or something. Then I realized these products are life-changing. People need these products. And I can have a major impact on thousands of lives. I thought it would start out very slow because it's such a new product and most people are not educated on the subject. I was wrong, way wrong. Most people wanted info right away. I was signing up business partners every week. The products were changing lives and people were sharing with lots of people. Within 2 months, we had over 100 people on our team. I had never seen anything grow like this. We already have 4 people qualify for a car bonus on our team, and we all received $500 cash bonuses already. This will be my biggest success ever from home business. I will help people make great income than ever before. We will trump every success story we did before. Right time and right place. The CBD industry is expected to grow to over 40 billion with a B, billion dollars per year in the next few years. This is probably the greatest opportunity we have ever seen to create wealth from a home biz. Right now, most people are learning about CBD oil. This is when you want to launch an online CBD store, right? Online CBD store. You don't want to wait 1 year when everyone you know is already taking CBD oil. The time is literally right now as you're watching this video. Pay attention now. We have everything in place for massive growth. The team is amazing, which is so important because not only do you need the right company, you need the right leadership. Our leaders are hungry and humble. The only thing missing is you. I am looking for two people that want to go to the top of this company with me. You have to be hungry and humble. You will want to work directly with me. If this is you, inbox me now while I have time to work with you directly, step by step. Give me 90 days of all your effort and watch the magic happen. Do you got 90 days? Income disclaimer. Results will always vary. Results are not typical as you stare at the really nice BMW. Here is our income disclosure, CBD income disclosure statement. So what I'm going to do so that way you have access to the CBD income disclosure statement is I'm actually going to take the Facebook post, and you're most likely watching this on YouTube. You're going to want to click that link in the description, the Facebook post, and head over to this post. And then what you do is you actually click that CBD income disclosure statement, and that will show you what the average people are earning when people click or type in got90days.com now and start working with Wayne again. just saying, right? Because the truth of the matter is, now is the time to focus in on what you really want. So before we actually go into the comments of this whole Visalus review post 6 years later into the future from Wayne Toppila, as we look 6 years into the past and as we pay attention now, then what I encourage you to see and believe is the reason why all of these leaders in the comments that I'm about to read to you, why they see the vision is because the company that Wayne Toppila is now involved in, and he was a former Visalus leader, 1-star ambassador. The truth is that the company took 1/6 of a whole market that was a $600 million market, took over $100 million in sales in 2018. That's who we're partnered with. And that wasn't even the most impressive part. What was more impressive to me was that they scaled from 9.7 mil in 1 year with no scaling issues, no hiccups. Like, you know how like there's like sometimes like drama in companies? There's sometimes drama in companies. Well, the truth of the matter is this one was about as pure as it gets. No drama. Everything was solid, rock solid. Commissions were paid. No sacrificing product quality to make sure that the customers get it on time. And so if you're looking for a scalable company that's going to be around for decades and decades and decades, one of the keys to network marketing is you want to get in front of the right trend at the right time in the very beginning, right before that little S-curve takes off and stays around for decades and decades and decades before it even thinks about plateauing, when there's 25,000 products that could actually be made with hemp, and the company's already kind of caught on to that. And I'll let Wayne tell the rest of the story on that, because let's actually take a look at the comments. So this is just kind of starting out with the post. Shannon M. Hamilton, if I remember right, was a 3-star ambassador in Visalus, just saying. The good old days. I still have my BMW from that company and so many memories. And Wayne Toppila, he goes, yes, indeed, Shannon M. Hamilton. We had amazing times in that company. Met some of the most incredible people that are still great friends today. I got rid of this BMW as soon as I left the company. It had way too many miles on it. Dang it, just so many miles from being on the road 5 days a week with home parties. I still can't believe you had all the success while the company was in a downward spiral. Shannon M. Hamilton, 3-star ambassador. I can't imagine what you would have done if you started a few years earlier. Kai goes, wow, I never got my BMW because I was happy with my car at the time. But it was fun times, learned so much. Glad we're attacking the business, or attacking all the positive knowledge that we have and putting it to good use. Devin S. Hunter, also in Visalus, said, I do. Kim Wyckoff was in Visalus. Yes, I agree with this totally. I had many friends tell me, get away from the weight loss products and we'll stand behind you 100%. I loved and breathed the challenge. My kids loved traveling with me and it burnt me out. All my upline left and it was only me. I was broke and bankrupt, scared to move into another company. Kai reached out to me in December because I commented on his post. I was scared that he FaceTimed me. I think you should actually pay attention that he FaceTimed Kim Wyckoff. And that might be a secret because so we could talk face to face on the internet. We could talk face to face on the internet. I could see his excitement. He could see I was scared. I'm so thankful for his post, his call, and his great leadership. I've gotten farther with this company in short 9 months than I ever went in the last company in those long years. Andre Popa, memories. William Billy Smart, still here, had to reset a bunch, but I know the challenge works. Wayne Toppila, glad we still friends. And so Wayne goes, great to hear from you. Always rooting for you. And we're rooting for you too, as you pay attention now. And, oh shoot, who's this guy? Who's that guy? Who's that guy? Who's this guy? Who's that guy? Who's this guy? I remember sitting in this room, or sitting in the event room at Strikes Bowling Alley where you were giving the presentation. I would have had no idea nearly 8 years later we would end up working together. Somehow in my life, I've always been blessed to be surrounded by great mentors, and I'll vouch anytime, anywhere. You, Wayne Toppila, are the person everyone should be watching right now. Best messaging ever, biggest heart, best network marketer ever. And so Wayne goes, Brian Cain, thank you so much, Brian. I remember that event at Strikes like it was yesterday. Imagine 8 years later, we are now working together. You are an amazing leader, my friend. Thank you for everything you do for our team. Thank God we don't have to travel home to build our biz. I still have not had one single home party or hotel meeting. And we have hundreds of active affiliates on our team already. And Wayne, in my personal organization, he is like the top producer. He's like the best producer in the whole team. And I think it's funny. He hasn't done one home or hotel meeting. And I think that's a clue. You should pay attention now, because the truth of the matter is as you pay attention now, and as we go back to the main reason of this post is this picture here that you should really watch. Really nice BMW. Really nice check. Kids that are a lot younger, 6 years in the past, and now they're older, as you pay attention to the BMW with the nice website. And so if you're looking for the Visalus review, then somehow the Visalus review found you. All right, I'm just kidding on that one. But all jokes aside, here's what you should actually pay attention to and do now is this Facebook post. I want you to interact on it, because I think it's going to be a post that anyone that is watching this Visalus review, because it's a Visalus review 6 years later from Wayne Toppila, who is a 1-star ambassador. And then as we take a look 6 years into the past and actually go back and remember why true leaders were attracted to that company, and just the one missing element that, I mean, we all kind of overlooked. But now, why all of the same leaders that you see in this post, that you could actually click the link below and actually go see who's getting involved. And what I would encourage you to do is really work with the person that resonates with you the most. Whether it's Wayne Toppila and you go to got90days.com, or whether it's myself personally, or you actually go look in the comments, I actually see Shannon right there. And really anyone else that's in the comments, because now is the time that if you were ever looking to get in front of a trend and you recognize leadership when you see leadership, and you recognize what's happening to the view count on this video as it continues to go up, and how many other people are clicking the link in the description, as you could actually decide to lock in your spot, click the link, take action right now, and get started today. Because what happens is when the next wave of people watch this video, they would potentially go in your business, and depending on who you are working with, which everyone that I'm looking at the comments, coincidentally, are all on Wayne's team. So if you want to work with Wayne's team and get in front of all the activity that's going to happen from maybe other Visalus leaders that were doing some research and maybe somehow found this video, or maybe people that are looking to join Visalus because maybe they remember the challenge and they're like, oh yeah, I want to come back to Visalus and see what that's like. And then you realize that in weight loss, when you take it and you've got weight loss goals, it's kind of a not win. And what I mean is, if you get results, you stop taking the product, right? Is that true or not true? If you don't get results, then of course you're going to stop taking the product, right? So if you get introduced to a product that's very easy to take, where you don't have to get milk out of the refrigerator, get a big blender, and then host a whole party just to make sure that people are taking the product. If you want a product that's easy to take with a great marketing system that can actually be built online through video, and let me give you an aha moment just real quick. So you are one of the weird people that watched this whole video, and there's going to be a lot of weird people that watch this whole video too, because it's probably going to rank in the search engines. Like someone types in Visalus review, they find this video. Well, what happens is you're watching work that I did one single time. And why did you watch it? You're watching it is because we've got a bunch of leaders here, and the leaders have your attention now. And so I encourage you to go over to the Visalus link in the description, or at least the Visalus review. So anything I just said, just wipe it off, because there's a Facebook link, Facebook post. Click it. You click the link, and it'll take you to Wayne's Visalus review. And by the time you're watching this video, it's probably like 7 years ago, 8 years ago, or you might be catching it now and getting in front of the trend. Because the way that these videos work on YouTube is people, they watch the video and then they rank 6 months later, at least all the way at the top, or sometimes 12 months later, all the way at the top. So a video goes from 10 views, 100 views, 100 views, or 1,000 views to tens of thousands of views. And so that's always really cool to see. And I think this is going to be one of those videos that goes up. See you later. Take action now. Click the link below.